Hello dear students, parents, teachers and all the well-wisher. Welcome back to another motivational, inspirational quote. In the deepest water is the best fishing. In the deepest water is the best fishing. I was just trying to look at what is this fishing? Who goes for fishing? Because in our St. John's office, there is one big poster in the staff room from 1972. The poster is on the walls and it talks about, this poster was put up by our founder principal, Mr. Raj Mohan Rao sir. And that poster talks about, give me a fish, I will eat today. Teach me to fish, I eat for the lifetime, and always there is a bait in the refrigerator. That was an added line. This really inspires and motivates. It is not that you give, but you teach. So when I'm trying to look at, I found few interesting quotes from the internet. I would like to read few quotes on fishing for you today. Before I could go for the explanation of this motivational quote, I want to present few interesting quotes. First one, fishing is much more than fish. It is the great occasion when we may return to the fine simplicity of our forefathers. This has something really I learned from this. A bad day of fishing is still better than a good day at the office. It amazed me so much. I was awestruck with this quote. One more interesting. A woman who has never seen her husband fishing doesn't know what a patient man she married. This has also surprised me. And one more important, the charm of fishing is that it is the pursuit of that which is elusive but attainable, a perpetual series of occasion for hope. To fish or not to fish? That's a dumb question. If people concentrated on the really important things in life, there'd be shortage of fishing poles. This really, when I tried to look at, these things surprised me. And one more important aspect of it, I would like to. Very interesting. Something which really surprised when I tried to. Fish. Work is for people who don't know how to fish. Work is for people who don't know how to fish. Then one more very interesting. There are two types of fishermen. Those who fish for sport and those who fish for fish. This is also sport and for fish. And last but not the least, a very interesting one also. Even the fish is in trouble. Even a fish wouldn't get into trouble if he kept his mouth shut. So when fish opens only, it falls as a prey to the fishing or the fisherman. So many wonderful quotes on fish which I have learned today to present this motivational quote of, in the deepest water is the best fishing. We come across several fishermen taking their boats early. They start in the midnight and they come back by 4 o'clock. And they go into the deeper sea for the best fish. They go into the deeper rivers. They know where the best fish they get. And the journey towards that, the time when they fish, they learn so many things. that makes a perfect human being. That makes a wonderful fisherman. You may think, what is this quote about fishing and fisherman? I tell you, if we want to succeed, if you want to enjoy the success of our life, we need to know the depth of us. When there is a trial, then only you know that your strong power lies within. As long as things are superficial, we know very little and we know, okay, only this much I can. When the day comes that you have to run for 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers because there is no vehicle available but there is a need for you to go, then you realize, oh, I can run 5 kilometers. In the depths, we know what is best in us. In any subject, in any academics, in any language, or any of your pursuits of talents or your art, skill, whatever. When you know into the depths, when you go into the depths, I tell you, the immense pleasure we get, the success we get, unimaginable. That's why this quote tells, in the deepest water, if you want the best fish, maybe we may get fishes in the shallow waters, maybe at the banks, maybe at some corners, okay, you may get. But if you really want the best fish, you must go into the deeper waters for the best fish. If you really want to know what is the best talent you have, you must go in depth into the deeper life. Your depth of life is very important. When you read a book, there will be a gist at the back of the book. But if you really want to enjoy the meaning of the whole book, if you want to really enjoy the story or the particular fiction or non-fiction, you have to read the whole thing. You have to go into the deeper meaning of that book. Then only you enjoy that book. I want all my students, my parents, my teachers, all the well-wishers, try to think of this wonderful motivational quote. In the deeper layers of the water, there is best fish. That's why we need to have the deeper learning abilities, the depth of the knowledge of anything, whatever is your interest, but you must know the depth of it. If you do superficially, neither you are happy or the people who depend on you, they know pretty well that you don't know the depth of that particular subject or the depth of that particular profession or the depth of that particular thing. I want all of you to think about this wonderful motivational quote. In the deep layers of the water is the best fishing. Take care. God bless you all.